Hey everyone, Libra Anarchy here. Sorry for looking like a zombie, but I've had one of my glorious bouts of insomnia, so you're gonna have to deal with me rambling and muddling through a very bad explanation, if I even come up with any kind of explanation that will make sense to anyone, which I doubt. There's a channel that I am part of called Kin Connections, I believe it's called. And it is a channel for Therians, other kin, and I'm sure, walk-in starseeds, multiples, real-life vampires would also be in that vein. But yeah, basically it's a Therian and other kin channel. And I am certainly not resigning, but I may end up resigning. I have to think about it. The reason that is because I'm really not sure the term otherkin describes me, much less anyone else, anymore. And it's not so much of a disbelief in what people are telling me. And I mean, I understand that people identify as certain things, and I understand that people are being honest about it, and that not everyone that's doing it is just stupid or crazy or is some kind of troll or attention whore. Now, I will not attempt to explain why the word other seems like such a bad misnomer to me now, because I would run through several circular attempts at trying to explain the existence of the universe or something. So I certainly do feel different, but in that I also feel that everyone else is different. I am seeing people differently than how I saw people before. And my otherness has become my sense of otherness has been kicked in to a sense of non-otherness, which is pretty spectacular and mind-blowing and very hard to process and comprehend. And yes, it has come with its own phantom limbs. And I believe these, like the other phantom limbs that I have had, are symbolic and not literal. Of course, I've never stuck with any pattern of phantom limbs. For example, the Therians may feel phantom ears on top, wolf Therians may feel phantom ears on top of their heads, and dew claws and phantom claws, or something like that. But any phantom limbs that I have felt, there's really no rhyme or reason, no pattern. And so, but, yeah. So, yeah, I still feel like how I feel in a way, but I feel totally different about it. I'm sorry that I'm not going to make much sense, and I apologize for that, and my goal isn't even to make sense, because I know that I won't. Because I've tried, and it won't fucking work. This change was inspired by an encounter with somebody in a chat room that I did not particularly like, because I believe this person was making a rather outlandish claim. This person's claim is not outlandish because of necessarily what she was claiming. In some ways, she was more believable in that other people in history have made the same claim, so so maybe in a different society her claim would be accepted, but maybe not. But in a way, her claim is a little more outrageous in the sense of, I am the great and powerful fill in the blank. And for this person in question, I've experienced something similar. And so I really do hope her blank, if you will, gets filled in. I hope that she gets her wish, because if she does, her mind will truly be blown. Mine was. Different identity. But the identity did not come with a sense of otherness. Instead, it rather came with a sense of connectedness. In fact, it came with a connectedness not only to things that I love and like and appreciate and have neutral feelings toward, but most definitely connected with a person that I genuinely felt a certain level of disdain for. It was somebody I thought was actually being quite egotistical, and I'm watching this person like, well, la di fucking da, and then I get kicked into I get kicked into an altered state of consciousness, right? So, to me, it seems like if this other person was sincere about this claim or something, or had some truth in it, that she probably could not exist like this all the time and still just carry on. Like, put string sentences together. And so I was annoyed with this person, and I know I'm eating up my time, but so I don't know how my annoyance inspired this, but I just, what I started doing then is just started saying, look, people, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to give people your money because they make up stories for you. There's no hell. There's nobody that's going to eat your soul. You don't have to be afraid of these things. Please just be yourself. Just don't listen to people who want to tell you that they're like special and chosen and na. And that just kind of started off this whole experience. And it's similar to another experience that I've had, but there's no otherness really to it anymore, as much as, yeah. So I'm now experiencing myself different than I experienced myself before, and even that is different, and even that is different than how I experienced myself before, which is different than how I experienced myself before. Yeah, so you can see how I'm not going to try to explain what it's like to be me any more than I could understand what it's like to be you, whoever you, the viewer, right now happen to be. And I'm sorry for getting into this ramble. So I am rethinking otherkin, and whether or not it's really an apt description of my own perception of myself and how I feel. So, thanks for listening if you got through all this. And, there's my cat. I wonder if you can see him. Hopefully I didn't block the camera with my thumb again. I probably ate up 10 minutes already, so I will see you guys later. And remember, know thyself, love thyself,